Hey everybody, I'm the conservative nerd. Today I'd like to do a video on DC Rebirth. Uh, this was a request from Merlin 1964, and that's the beauty of only having like 25 or so subscribers. If you guys want a video, just request it and I'll get it up as soon as I can. Uh, what I want to do here is talk about DC Rebirth. It kind of sprung out of New 52 sucking, not being as good as everybody wanted, and there was a lot of problems with it. Uh, DC Rebirth kind of fixed those problems. JLA, I like the Justice League from New 52. Jeff Johns wrote it, probably one of my favorites right now. I don't care for much for the Justice League now. So that, in my opinion, is the only one that I think was better in New 52 than now. With that said, Rebirth has been great. From what I've read, everything in Rebirth seems like they checked and fixed their characters. Dan Didio is protecting the characters at DC, you know. I read Green Arrow, and I read the first 6 issues of that, and him being the liberal, you would think, you know, he'd be running around going, oh, check your privilege, you know. Oh, white privilege is killing America. But he's not like that at all, you know. He's very likable in this book. The art in this book is magnificent. This is a good book. It's well written. He's likable. People call him a bleeding heart. You know, he puts too much trust in people and they betray him, but like he's likable. He's not a jerk. He doesn't come off as snarky or smarmy like a lot of the people at Howard Marble's writing a lot of their characters. So, like, DC's doing a great job, especially with Green Arrow. I didn't care for New 52. Green Arrow, it tried to be more like the TV show, but I found Rebirth kind of brought him back to being more the Ollie from the comics, and I like that. And I like it a lot. I read Batwoman from Rebirth, and she's a lesbian, but the book is still pretty good. I mean, it's action. She's not, again, she doesn't cut. Marvel could learn so much from what DC's doing right now. Here's what I think. Marvel feels like George Reeves to me, and DC is Adam West. And if you don't know who George Reeves is, he played Superman in the 50s TV show and hated being Superman. He was in 2 Academy Award winning movies like Gone with the Wind and From Here to Eternity. And he really didn't like playing Superman. He thought it was a kid's show, and he thought he was better than that. And he couldn't get a lot of roles after that because people only saw him as Superman. And he ended up either killing himself or being murdered. Nobody really knows what happened. It's ruled as suicide. But he was never happy with being Superman, and he thought it was a joke. Adam West, on the other hand, was Batman, and in the 60s. And he always enjoyed being Batman, and even though it killed his career in the 70s and 80s, where he did come back in the 90s, and but he never put down the character, he never put down the role, and he never griped about how it ruined his career. And he was always nice to the fans, and if someone called him Batman, he was happy to hear it. He even said, I never had to say I'm Batman, because if I showed up, everybody knew I was Batman. And, you know, he was a cool guy, and that's how DC's handling it. I think Marvel's pretty much acting like George Reeves, you know. They think they're too good to be in comics. I think most of their editors and writers and artists, they're only there to get other work. I don't know about the artists, because the artists don't seem like they're getting very good artists, because the art in Batwoman is magnificent. The art in Green Arrow is great. The art in Cyborg is great. You know, Cyborg doesn't talk about hating white people. You know, he's a superhero, unlike Black Panther. There's such a mess. Even Supergirl, which the show is kind of a little too liberal for me, but the book is good. She worries more about being a Kryptonian and a human at the same time, and how she can, you know, handle both and juggle both. But there's not a whole lot of, men are terrible and feminism or nothing in this book. So yeah, I think Marvel is in a mess right now, whereas DC Rebirth is just amazing. This is for the fans, just like Adam West. The DC stuff is for fans, you know. If you're a fan of comics and heroes, they're handling it well. Batman Beyond is great. Wonder Woman was great. I thought up till 26 when they had this new writer come in, which was a terrible issue and very feminist heavy. I liked Wonder Woman. A lot of people griped about her being bi on the island and the Amazons being bi, but let's face it, there's no men there. What are they doing? I mean, at least some of these girls are going to mess around with girls if you're on an island full of girls your whole life. So it didn't bother me so much. If the stuff makes sense, it makes sense. Green Arrow, I would give a grade just for the art. The first 6 issues, oh man, just for the art alone, this is a great book. And the story's great, and Ollie's written good, and he's actually funny. Imagine that. Marvel having a character that's actually funny. Yeah, I'm shocked right now at how bad Marvel is and how, their state is. Yelling at fans, complaining that the trolls are killing the industry. No, terrible writing is killing the industry. You can have black characters, you can have Mexican characters, you can have Latino characters, you can have Asian characters, you can have lesbian characters. Just write them right. Just do them a favor, Marvel could learn so much from books like Alters Their Faith. I mean, even those that one handles trannies and one handles an overweight superhero woman. And neither one of those seem to come off as preachy as the stuff at Marvel. That's their problem. They're selling people $3.99 socialist propaganda pamphlets. And now they're mad because people aren't just buying them and enjoying them. There's not a lot of action at times in their books. The Champions 11 just comes off his gripe fest about people that voted for Trump. And half the time I expect half the characters to say, oh, this is Trump's fault. So, yeah. DC Rebirth, excellent stuff. Looking through I haven't read everything in there. I haven't read Aquaman. Even Batgirl, which I hear people complain about, is still miles above most of the teen girl characters in Marvel. And that's the mess. They have a mess. Looking at Teen Titans compared to the Champions, I would gladly hand any kid a Teen Titans, and they would probably love it. If I handed them a Champions, they'd probably say, what is this? Why are these guys wearing superhero suits griping about the system? It doesn't make any sense. Marvel, you need a clean house. I imagine that probably all of the writers at DC and artists are probably liberal. But you know what? They don't gripe about it in their books because Dan Didio protects the characters. He says, hey, you want to gripe about that? Do it on your own time. On our time, you're writing superhero tales about action and adventure. I guarantee nobody's doing that in Marvel. And that's the problem. Nobody's protecting the characters. If there's a video you guys want me to do or something you want to talk about, let me know in the comments. I'm glad to do it. I'm the Conservative Nerd. Thanks for watching. Maybe later I'll do some more videos on Rebirth, get into some other titles. But as far as I can tell, Rebirth is great. They have so many great books. Super Sons, Green Arrow, Batman's been really good. Any of the Superman titles are amazing. You can't really go wrong with Rebirth. Batman Beyond was good. The art in these books is amazing, and Marvel is not. So, thanks for watching. And if you think I'm just digging on DC, understand that I never read DC until I got into my older teens. I always was a Marvel fan, but the stuff is not good right now. So, thanks for watching, guys. Any questions, any comments, anything you want to do a video on, just let me know in the comment section. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a good day.